to y'all. I know everybody that's here in here, depending on your region, depending on where you at. Okay, give me 1 second, make a little adjustment, y'all. All right, know everybody went on ahead, got them flowers, got them candy. Know everybody doing their things about that next session, so everybody know. So, supposed to go live for y'all earlier, but ran out of time. Ran out. Supposed to go on ahead be launched earlier, but we live with it now, y'all. So I know y'all got y'all flowers, y'all roses, y'all candies, and all y'all goodies together. So, but we're gonna talk about probably so if not, you know, write a question on here for y'all. Gonna do for like a couple minutes. All right, got a first question for everybody. If anybody ever had per se, um, more so did y'all ever had gotten y'all? What was y'all best Valentine's Day present y'all ever gotten per se? What was your favorite Valentine's Day? It was the best Valentine's Day present that y'all ever received. Because over the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna go to another part of a conversation, so I could kind of briefly give off one. Um, not sure where to start. Can't go the year. I won't give the year. Won't give a person's name out of respect for privacy. But one thing I could definitely say, um, man, it was a shocker. Actually, it was not even the time where I could even say me and this person was ever even really like probably either more so together. We were dating for a certain amount of years. Um, variously I did not know how the day went and what's going on there. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Talking about the best Valentine's Day present you ever gotten. But again, I think I was literally not doing anything the whole Valentine's Day. I was literally hanging out with one of my buddies. I could quote and lie to you not. We were just chilling. I was just making Valentine's Day. Probably I guess more so memes or jokes, just because of the fact that I was out of Valentine during the course of the daytime. Particularly the person who I was, seeing, she ended up surprising me. Literally, I guess you could say, and like I said, it's just something. Like I said, a small gesture. Something small means probably a lot to a lot of people. But she ended up going ahead and surprising me with a dinner, per se. Again, I was hungry throughout the whole rest of the day. Wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Again, it was just random. I think it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday that Valentine's Day fell on, and it was alright. It was alright. I can't even lie. Can't lie. Actually, she had got one of my daughters. I'm not gonna lie to you. She got her some candy and everything, so we both had shared. It was pretty decent, honestly, because she knew I had smoked and whatnot, and plus, she also got me, I think it was some backwoods. That was almost like thoughtful. gift that I ever received from somebody. Again, that was something of a small gesture. Again, so if anybody has ever, um, like I said, gotten or has received any Valentine's Day gift that was most memorable per se. Um, I see if anybody ever had, awesome Valentine's Day, maybe date per se, anything in between. I think, and I don't want to quote or not because I don't know how often I do these Valentines. But remember one Valentine, uh, again, dating aspect, had this is kind of in the same realm. I'm thinking who, and I don't even think this is considered. Well, that's not considered Valentine's Day, but I think, and I don't know if it was, but yeah, I had went on ahead and I had gotten it was a few things. I literally went and got like the rose pellets, surprising and whatnot. Wanted to surprise because I think that's the best element more so. Got the rose pellets. Was sneaking around actually. I was sneaking around getting the gifts actually because I was like was saying to them I was going to the gym. I did went the place where they sell the rose pellets was right down the street. So I ended up getting like a quick uh 35-minute workout session. Went down to several stores. Now this is the funny thing. Of course I got the chocolates, of course I got the um little edibles and everything or so. I went on ahead and got the like I said, the pellets to put on the floor, different bath fixtures, different candles, like it's different stuff. Like I always like thought that was like pretty dope, pretty decent, depending on the person. But I ended up doing that, man. Let me tell you something. Never forgot that one. They never did. Never did. It's pretty dope, pretty dope. I ain't done that for a while, but it's a reason why you do it for somebody special, I guess. So again, and anybody here in the chat ever went ahead and gave anybody or was given anything per se. Again, Valentine's Day is for again your special other. I just wanted to see if anybody else had any takes, but let's see. Tom Brady got. Give me a second. Make some adjustments. Alrighty. And so ain't nobody else had no Valentine's Day. The person that they got out here, nah, not even. But I'm not surprised. Everybody is quiet. That's what they supposed to. I never depending on who I never really considered this like a special holiday depending on how it flows, especially depending on who you with anyway too. Cause if y'all been together for a while, you already know the flow of everything. It's no point. Like it's like I said, special holiday probably is y'all first time together. Depending, like I said, first year of marriage, rekindle the vibes and whatnot. I'm not mad at that, but again, if y'all have ever gotten anything special, like I said, it don't have to be anything. It just could be memorable. Again, it's only a quick conversation. I think, and I just got another, because I think I try on certain occasions. Um, distant memories now at this point for your boy. So, um, yeah, 'cause I don't. So, yeah, 'cause it's been a minute since. I'm just trying to reflect off memory alone. That's the sad part. So I've had maybe only honestly I think I've only spent Valentine's Day with only maybe two or three people per se. So I think it's 1 year age, but being considering teenagers not as special. So once we get to adulthood, um, yeah, I've never honestly had went ahead and had um any other major Valentines per se, because it was always like, eh, trying to remember because it was had one person that dated like once I got out of high school. I can honestly say I spent multiple Valentine's days with that person per se. So of course that probably would give the hit of everything. Um, so I honestly we always just enjoyed each other for the most part. I don't think there was ever a time that we didn't really spend like a holiday or anything like special or anything like that was like a special of remembrance per se. I could definitely say, I don't know. I think it was 1 year I went over to their family member's house. I think we were getting ready to go out, hang out with her group of friends and everything. This is when I was still somewhat social. So literally, it was a very fun night for the most part. I think, don't quote me if I'm wrong, I think we stayed out that night. So, and give or take on how that went off. So, pretty awesome. That's the only thing I can definitely remember is, I think that was my early 20s. So, count that for the interaction. That was probably like the last decent memory I can actually remember. So, but nobody on the panel got nothing for your boy. And no Valentine's Day. Um, I don't know, because we even talk about Valentine's Day disasters when you thought everything was gonna go right, and bull, ended in the whole day. That's depending on how you look at the spectrum of that context per se. Um, yeah, I think I did maybe or not. I'm trying to think and get my timelines correct. Because I'm trying to think in 2020. I don't think back in the day. I don't think I was. Mm, yeah, definitely wasn't 19. In 2019, I think that was when. Yeah, so okay. I think that was the only time, or probably the last time per se. 'Cause I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I did anything extravagant. I think I went out to the movies per se last year. I think I seen The Beekeeper with Jason Statham. That was like the last thing I remember doing for a Valentine's Day in particular, as far as like a date per se or anything in particular. Nobody else had any other. I don't consider anything a mishap again. it's depending on how you look at spectrums of everything. So I really do apologize, but yeah. So, but I think I remember two. I think I do remember one particular. I don't know if it was with. I think it was the year. Yeah. So this one particularly didn't went well. This is man. That's this thing went completely like left before it even hit. So I was inviting somebody out. I was trying to go out with somebody. Funny thing. Um, Year I'm trying to be exact on. Yeah, so let's say that the weekend ended early for me. Let's say I think Valentine's Day fell on, I want to say a Friday, maybe Saturday, but definitely the weekend was over for me in particular. It wasn't nothing in the reason what the person did. Just uh, I consider anything in my 20s probably more so somewhat somewhat serious, somewhat and definitely serious, but by serious of account. But uh, yeah, let's say in the short picture that yeah, the weekend was done for me at that point. But again, I'm trying to look back. It's only like 33, so I think this is probably like third, fourth, probably straight now. So at this point, Valentine's Day been one of them things that I've never really did my due diligence with. But again, um, getting anybody has ever had a Valentine's Day gift they gotten or received. I think like definitely one of the again the memorable department. It was way back. I think I'm trying to remember all this, but ended up taking a week and unfortunately that person was on the IR for the week at that point. If catch the context of that, but so it wasn't really too much to honestly do. I a person that always like improvises, so I didn't mind finding different things, different stuff to do. Honestly, around that time frame, it was a somewhat of a happy time frame. But again, it's like you gotta be on your grown when coming to that. So again, anybody has ever had a decent gift, or you know what, probably change up the context. All right. So for anybody that has or your first Valentine's date went to, if anybody ever has, think prior my one of my prior conversations, like I mean honestly I had to tell this person it was probably like the first actual Valentine's Day or the first Valentine's Day I can actually say that it was pretty, pretty decent. Pretty memorable. I am actually was floored and smitten by how they floored me. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That was catchy. Catchy for the memory bank. Like I said, it's one of the prior experiences that I had during Valentine's Day. Um, Same occasion with the person that I said that ended up getting daughter, me and my daughter, um, they ended up getting me and my daughter something decent. It was like I said, pretty nice. It was pretty nice event. Um, Not gonna lie, that was the first time I ever felt that I was I already knew I like chocolate from a minute, but shoot, give me a second. All right, everybody. But I don't want to take the show, but you know what? What can we say? Valentine's Day is one of them days. It comes and goes, and we can always tell things that are meaningful every day because you got and having a very safe and having a very safe and loving night. Enjoy. Have a great one. Take it easy and much love to everybody and show it 365, not just the one.